there's already a group that has a lot of dissension, a lot of people buzzing about what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Brian Cage, his facial expressions throughout this one was great.
And so was Ricky Starks.
I was going to say Ricky Starks looked like he had just like the shit-eating grin throughout, just like the teacher's pet. Everything's going my way, Taz. I love this segment, man. What did you think about Team Taz?
I just kept watching Cage the whole time. You know, his, like you said, his facial expression said it all. And it was hard not to go back and forth Cage Ricky, because they're just so smirky and that. But you could just tell the way Taz was saying it, like things are not okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Team Taz turmoil that's going to happen, I have no idea. You know, if, you know, Cage as a face and Cage turning on Team Taz would be awesome, you know. But I think Team Taz is ultimately would have to recruit a replacement, because to me, Cage can go through Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky and Hook pretty easily, in my opinion. So if there is a hidden recruit that Team Taz has, I think that will reignite them and really push Cage out into a babyface run. So it would be hard to me. I would like to see them recruit someone to really strengthen their faction. Nothing against Hobbs or Starks, because I think they have, you know, Starks has got the world of potential. But I think you add someone. Yeah. So that's how I would see it.
I'm shocked to hear you say that Cage could kind of breeze through this crew. I honestly think that if this were to happen, I think this could be that feud that could really cement Ricky Starks as a top guy. If Starks could go toe-to-toe with a guy Brian Cage's size, and use some of his smarts and sort of his ingenuity in the ring, his craftiness and things like that, his underhanded shortcuts and things like that, and find a way to get the best of Brian Cage. Right. Brian Cage is Brian Cage is a made man. The dude, just like his sheer size. We've seen
got Cage, it all, man.
Yeah, we've seen Cage win big matches and lose big matches, and really his momentum is rock solid no matter what. Brian Cage, just his sheer presence, is going to command respect. So he could afford
for sure
a loss or two against a Ricky Starks, and I think that kind of a win for Ricky would really push him to another level. We talked about him as a potential breakout star for 2021. That kind of feud could immediately get very, very personal. And those when a feud gets personal, that's when it gets when it's the best. Like we're seeing with the Pinnacle versus Inner Circle, and we've seen with Thunder versus Britt. When a feud has that personal underlying kind of animosity, that makes it that much more compelling. And honestly, again, this would go back to that iron sharpens iron philosophy. You got two true superstars like a Ricky Starks and a Brian Cage going head to head, man. That could be really, really good stuff, man. So I don't want to rush Team Taz into a breakup. Obviously,
me either.
I think that, like you said, if Cage does end up breaking away, I hope that Taz is able to recruit another talent. Lord knows that there's a lot of talent on the AEW roster, a lot of guys who could use a little bit of direction or a little bit of guidance with their careers, and Taz is a perfect veteran to do that. We've seen, Will Hobbs, Powerhouse Hobbs, has been on a real dominating streak. His record is on point. I like where they're going with this, though, and I like that they're slow playing it. Obviously, Cage, his facial expression said it all tonight. In the promo, he didn't have to say a word. He was struggling to buy in all the way, but at the end of the day, when Taz put the spotlight on him, he didn't walk away. He did say, he kind of gave us his "who better."
That's right.
And he seems to be in line for right now. So obviously, Team Taz is going to keep us interested. I love all the stables going on in AEW. I love the relationships, all the stuff that they talk about when it comes to, that's what we as wrestling fans get excited about. Obviously, the professional wrestling is so great, but what keeps us coming back for more is those relationships and how those characters interact with each other.